And tonight we are learning how officials cracked a 51-year-old local cold case. We first told you last night that officials in Clinton County were finally able to put a name to a body found back in 1975.
Yeah, she's been identified as 15-year-old Cheryl Lynn Edwards. Marshawn Gunn spoke with the International DNA Doe Project about the new technology that led to the breakthrough.
For more than 5 decades, this case had no name. But after a long weekend of dedicated effort from a team of investigators, 15-year-old Cheryl Lynn Edwards was finally identified.
We've realized that a lot of the time families, they're not getting closure from these identifications, but what they are getting is answers. And that's important too.
Last October, the DNA Doe Project was approached by the Iowa Department of Public Safety.
They had this Jane Doe case on their books. They believed it to be the oldest Doe case in Iowa, actually.
At the time, the group was set to gather in Texas for their annual convention, and they set the Jane Clinton Doe case as their mission for the weekend.
It was maybe 10 p.m., I think, when we had the breakthrough. Where we realized that we were probably looking at the grandparents of our Jane Doe.
That wasn't the end of their search.
And then the next day, it was just all about tracking down their descendants. So we looked at obituaries, census records, birth records, anything we could find, really, to build out the children and then the grandchildren of this family.
They were able to find multiple grandchildren, one being a young woman.
When we looked into her, we just could not find any proof of life at all. Nothing to indicate that she was alive past 1975. And we realized that we had to be looking at Jane Clinton Doe, and her name was Cheryl Edwards. The fact that within 24 hours we were looking at her name was amazing. It doesn't always work out like that.
The DNA Doe Project says new genealogy technology has been a game changer, especially in cases like this.
I mean, it really is a revolutionary breakthrough in forensic identification. A lot of these cases, I struggle to see how they would have been solved any other way.
Finding answers for the victims' families and themselves. In Clinton, Marshawn Gunn, WQAD News 8.
Now that she's been identified, the Clinton County Sheriff's Office is continuing to investigate Cheryl's death.
So anyone with information is asked to contact the Sheriff's Office or Clinton County Crime Stoppers.